My name is Thaddeus Lathan, but I would prefer if everyone in this cohort would call me Sid. And my interest in being involved in the emerging technologies major pursuit is specifically in mobile technology and how we can best use what's already out there. Specifically, and I use that word a lot, sorry, students, and I work in a high school, I work in public education, and our biggest issue is always budgetary. So we're always looking for ways that kids and folk can use what's free and what's already out there. Most students have mobile technology, they have that readily available. Even your poorest students have mobile phones. And so if we make the internet via Wi-Fi accessible to them, they can function just as any other student. And even when they're not in the school, they have now all of these cafes and McDonald's and all those places where they can use their mobile technology. They may not necessarily have a computer, but they'll have their phones and different other mobile technologies with them. When I look at the reading, it talks about the key trends: accelerating technology adoption, advancing culture, and you'll see them in this video. And by the way, I did this video on my phone, and I wanted to do that because I like to figure out ways, again, that we can use what's already there. And so we see those key trends, we see the significant challenges, and we see the important developments in educational technologies. And one of the questions that we are tasked with answering is, how do we feel about? I think schools and institutions are going to have to figure out what works best for them, and understand that they're planning for the long term. Often, especially I've witnessed this in our school system, it's almost like a knee-jerk response. We get leftover funding and we have to do something with it, or we find a great deal and we have to buy now, and we later find out that this was not the best for the upcoming new idea, or it can't do the work that we need it to do. So with thinking about how do we need to constantly improve? Yes, we do. We need to continue to refine. We need to continue to look for ways to best utilize what we have, but also build on what we have. So we have to be looking for opportunity to redesign, to deal with, and I like the term knowledge obsolescence, because it happens. In my last few years, we've switched from Dell laptops to Chromebooks, and now we're getting ready to get rid of Chromebooks and go into iPads. And so I've always used Mac. Well, I can't say always. When I started pursuing my master's, I went to the Mac platform, or the Apple platform, and all my stuff jives, and it just works best for me. So I look for ways to see that kids have that same luxury of everything working neatly together without there being a lot of hiccups. So that's kind of sort of where I am with what we're studying. Thank you, and thank you for listening.